sports. It's in the game.
Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll start with the option. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards there for number 15.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On third down, here's Purdy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Wilson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here, first and 10 at their own 18. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Play action this time with Love. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Love now on second down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Watson has it. What a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Love, they go play action now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Off the play fake, Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 yards still to go, 3rd down now. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Down. 45. White.
In motion right comes Reed. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Jacobs again, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out, and the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Buying time to his left. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Final play of the half, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Love looking to throw it. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The count there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 61 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry up. Now Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw now, here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Love's throw brought in by Watson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. That is caught, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He's going to try and take off with it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Love now. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Here's Love. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Niners set to take over on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Purdy now to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. 96 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Love. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Love with a give to Dillon. And he's able to break out a one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. Working out of the gun. Love. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Romeo Doubs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Purdy. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon to about the 35, 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep here for Dobbs. This is caught inside the 15. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off the play fake. Love. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.